Welcome to this third force diary for my new Soviet Bagration army. This series of videos is going to follow along as I build a new Soviet Flames of War force for a tournament in late February. If you missed the last videos, I'm building a Soviet force from random units I've reviewed or bought in the past. We've already looked at the armour, which includes some IS-85, some IS-2s and some KV-8 flame tanks. In this video we're going to look at infantry. I did have to buy these. I must have given away the Storm Group box I reviewed a while ago, and I bought some Riflemen from an old Strelkovy box. Okay, so this force diary will cover the infantry. I've built these over the last week or so and have gotten them assembled, washed, based and primed. I have mostly still images of this process. I was busy just getting it done, but hopefully it will be interesting for you to see the process. I plan to use a Hero SMG company as an organic unit within my IS-2 Guards Heavy Tank Regiment. I will also take a Hero Shock Rifle company as a support option. I need the unit card pack to give me the Bagration cards for these. Let's look at the Rifle company first. I bought an old Strelkovy box set. This is a pre-version 4 boxing of plastic infantry, so there's no unit cards supplied. These are hard plastic infantry figures. I liked the sculpts of these. Each sprue has some riflemen and a Maxim machine gun team. There are also several figures with DP machine guns, as well as NCOs with submachine guns, an officer figure and a commissar with a bullhorn. The DP and rifle team figures are mounted on 4-hole medium bases. The unit leader team also counts as a DP and rifle team but is mounted in a 3-hole small base. The commissar is mounted on a 2-hole small base, along with a rifleman. The Hero Shock Rifle Company can also have up to 2 Maxim machine gun teams for 1 point each. Each Maxim team is on a medium base, with the gunner and loader figures and an NCO in command. Other support options include a flamethrower team for 2 points and a PTRD anti-tank rifle team for 1 point. There aren't any of these supplied in the older plastic box, but I understand they are included in the current Bagration Rifle Company box. I'm not fielding any support units other than the Maxim team, so no big deal. Here they are all assembled. I need 9 rifle teams including the small unit leader team and a Maxim team. I built 2 Maxims just because it will be easier to do this now than paint another one later if I need it. After my last list building video, there's a suggestion I field these as a Hero Motor Rifle Company. That's 2 less DP rifle stands but better stats and rate of fire. I'm seriously considering this, but the change won't mean any changes to the rifle team figures, just fielding fewer bases. Now the assembled rifle teams are ready for basing and washing. I'm doing all the infantry at once, so I need to build a bunch of SMG teams for my Hero SMG company. I'm doing this using the Storm Group box. I reviewed this box set quite a while ago. The back of the box says it can build the Hero SMG company, however there's no card for it in the box. Again, the unit card set will be helpful here. These figures are Battlefront's flexible plastic. You can see they're a lighter grey than the hard plastic riflemen. I don't mind this material. I loved my flexible plastic motor rifle troops for Team Yankee. These figures are okay. There were quite a few mould lines that need trimming and cleaning up, particularly on the helmets. The SMG company is organic to my IS-2 formation, and I need 7 stands of SMG troops and a commissar team. Again, the unit leader is one of the PPSH teams mounted on a 3-hole small base. The commissar is on a 2-hole small base. The only option for this unit is a flamethrower team for 2 points. I'm not using that. The Storm Group box does include PTRD anti-tank rifles, flamethrower figures, some mortars and more Maxim machine guns. I can use these extra figures if I need to flesh out my rifle company at any stage, but I've just built the SMG teams for now. The next stage is washing. I always wash my assembled figures before basing. It removes any grease or dirt before priming. My wash station is 2 plastic ice cream containers and an old toothbrush. The wash container has some dishwashing liquid, while the rinse container is just warm water. After a quick dunk, I use the toothbrush to gently brush the figures and base. making sure to get into any nooks and crannies as best I can. It does pay to be a bit gentle. You don't want to break anything off the figures. After the wash stage, the figures are soaked in the rinse water. I usually let a few of these soak in there for a while I wash some more teams. Once they're ready, I'll get them out, shake off the excess water and put them on a clean paper towel to dry. I let them air dry for a couple of hours. It was a very hot day here, so they actually dried pretty quickly. Once dry, they're ready for basing. I use DAS modelling clay mixed with water as a slurry and apply it to the base using a popsicle stick. Then a cocktail stick can be used to spread it around. Then I sprinkle the bases with a bit of railway ballast and some small rocks. Press the rocks into the wet clay mixture with the cocktail stick. Then just put them aside to wait for the clay material to dry completely. My list also includes some 76mm Zis 3 guns. Here you can see a 4-gun battery assembled and based. The Zis 3 gun kit is an older Battlefront kit and the supplied crew figures are all hard plastic. Once assembled and washed, it's off to the basing station. Again, this is DAS modelling clay and railway ballast. It might look a bit funny at this stage that the base texture doesn't continue under the guns, but once it's painted and flocked, this will look just fine. When the basing material dries, the figures and guns are ready for priming. I use a Rust-Oleum spray primer. Because it's summer in Australia now, I try and spray in the morning before it gets too hot or humid. I attach each base to a wooden paddle with blue tack. This holds the bases as a group and lets me rotate them to spray each side. This is tough enamel paint, and a nice light primer coat of this really sticks to the plastic when it dries. It makes a great base for acrylic paints. So that's where I'm up to. The infantry and artillery are all assembled, based and primed. The enamel primer takes a few days to fully cure, so I'll put these aside and start working prepping the vehicles for priming. I may be a little behind where I want to be, but I still have time to get it all done.